In this video, we are going to study about how we can derive the formula for continuous frequency distribution. This formula you might have marked up earlier, but I can promise you at the end of this video, you are going to remember the whole formula thoroughly. Now, in order to prove that, we have taken continuous class frequency distribution, where we have assumed that this particular class interval is the model class. Similarly, Fk would be the frequency for the model class. As you might have read that in case of continuous frequency distribution, we make either ogive or histogram. I have made ogive, you can make histogram as well, but in order to prove this formula, you need an histogram diagram, okay? Now this is the line, both of them are intersecting at the same point. There is a theorem in the geometry that opposite of these angles are equal. So this angle is theta and the opposite of that is also equal to theta. Similarly for phi, this angle is phi and the opposite of that is also phi. Now we have read that tan theta is equals to perpendicular by base, and you also know that the opposite segment of an angle is a perpendicular. So here the perpendicular is LD by LM. Since these lines are intersecting at a point M, both of these sides would be equal. Okay, that's why I have written LD by LM is equals to NC by MN. Okay. Now tan phi would also be Lm by Al. The same explanation goes in case of tan phi. You can easily predict. Okay. Now after doing some algebraic manipulation, we can see we are getting two formulas, two values for Lm by Mn. So we can easily write that both of them are equal. Correct. Since both of them are equal, we can add the numerator and the denominator as well without having any errors. Correct. What do you have to do? Don't get confused whatever I have done. Just follow me very carefully. Okay. Now AL plus LD. What is this? AL plus LD. It's nothing but AD. NB plus NC is nothing but BC. Okay. Now AD by BC. We can divide this particular segment, these two particular segments in this manner. Why we are doing so? Because we have some formulas over here. You can write AD as PD minus AP, correct? Similarly, you can also write BR minus CR in case of BC, because whenever you subtract this particular segment from this whole segment, you will get this BC again, correct? Now you can see that this particular segment is the frequency, right? This particular segment is also the frequency Fk plus 1. Okay, now this particular whole segment is Fk. Sorry, I have marked this CR Fk plus 1, but this whole segment would be Fk plus 1. No, sorry. I got confused. This particular segment is Fk and this particular segment is Fk plus 1. I was correct, okay? Now, what do you have to do? You have to calculate the value for Lm, because Lm is unknown, right? And OQ is the mode value. So we know the value for OP, we need to find out the value of PQ. Since this segment and this segment are equal, if we get the value of LM, we can easily get the value of PQ, and after adding up, we can get the value of mode. So we are just translating whole equation in terms of LM. Okay. Now PD is what? PD is nothing but Fk, right? Here AP is nothing but Fk minus 1, because these two segments are equal, correct? BR is nothing but the segment equal to this particular segment. The size of this particular segment is Fk, correct? And this segment are equal. That's why we are putting the value as Fk. CR I have already told you. CR is the value we have Fk plus 1. After doing some manipulation, you can see that I have got the value for Lm. Lm is what? H into Fk minus 1 to Fk minus 1 minus Fk plus 2. Since we get the value for Lm, we can easily substitute it for PQ. because LM and PQ are equal. So we have got the formula for mode. Mode is what? OQ, which we can further segregate into OP plus PQ, and putting the values we have got this particular formula, which is we are now going to use for solving an example. This is the example for proving that the formula can exist for continuous frequency distribution. Now we have taken an interval of 10. So here H is 10. Okay. Now you can see the frequency, the highest frequency is 28. So here the frequency for the model class would be 28. Fk is 28. Fk minus 1 would be 12. Fk plus 1 would be 20. Okay. Now this is the model class, so we need the lower limit only. Putting all these values, 10 plus H is 10, lower limit is 40, H is 10, and putting the values for the frequency, we can get that the mode is approximately 46.67. So here you can see that in this way we can derive the mode for continuous frequency distribution. Thank you very much for watching now.